Suspended ANC Secretary-General Ace Magashule is running out of legal options. It's after the Constitutional Court yesterday dismissed his application for leave to appeal his suspension. We're joined by senior legal analyst, Advocate Romeo Nthambeleni, for more on that story. Advocate Nthambeleni, the Constitutional Court seemed to have been a court of last resort for Ace Magashule when it came to trying to be reinstated to that position of Secretary General. What are the options that are available to him now?
Yeah, thank you. Good evening, Kathy, and to the viewers. Right correctly, you have said that the Constitutional Court is an apex court in South Africa. So I think legally speaking, that is the end of the court, because at the end of the road, because that is the last court that you can approach. Remember, this matter started at the Johannesburg High Court with a full bench. It went to the Supreme Court of Appeal, and then from the Supreme Court of Appeal, now the Concourt said they've looked at the matter and there are no prospects of success. So an available option is to find alternative solution, which would be a political solution, not a legal solution.
Of course, that may be harder to achieve than perhaps sought before. So when you look at then this final judgment by the Constitutional Court and the fact that it has been a race against the clock, does it mean that the position taken by the party with regard to this issue of stepping aside will then apply? And what I mean by that is that others who could well want to challenge the implication of the step-aside rule as it relates to their positions in the party ahead of the conference, can they expect what happened to Ace Magashule to then happen to them?
Yeah, I think the courts treat each and every case in terms of their own merits, and they've looked at the case of the former Secretary General of the ANC and say that there's no merit in it. So depending on the facts of the case and the merits in that particular application, perhaps other courts can entertain different application. But the case that we're looking at, there was no prospects of success from the Supreme Court of Appeal after confirming that there was no substance in the applications that were brought by Magashule.
All right. I guess a lot now just weighs on the actual strength of the cases against him before the courts.
Absolutely, you're quite correct. In law, it's either you have a case or you don't have a case. And when you have a case and you have the facts of the law that favors you, the law can be applied, in your favor. So there was issues that were raised of constitutional violation, which, did not find any, semblance with the High Court, either with the Supreme Court of Appeal and also the Constitutional Court. So if there are proper grounds why, the applications are brought, I don't have a doubt that the court will actually entertain it by looking at it in terms of its own merits. But as you have said, Kathy, I think the position of the organization, they've made themselves clear now out of their Nazareth policy conference, confirming their position relating to the step aside and miscellaneous matters related thereto.
All right. Senior legal analyst, Advocate Romeo Nthambeleni, will leave it there for tonight.